much indeed, ma'am, for joining us. We do appreciate your time here on SABC. I mean, how widespread is this problem? I think, I'd spoken to some of, the industry players. I think this was in the run-up to what was supposed to be the budget speech. And I understand that the problem that we're dealing with at the moment runs into losses of possibly millions or even billions.
Absolutely. Good morning, and thank you for having me. Good morning to the viewers as well. Absolutely. We are talking, to be exact, on a daily basis, a loss of 16 million. That's how serious and severe the issue is.
And I mean, obviously, what has contributed towards this? I don't know how long this problem has been around, but it certainly is getting a lot more attention now. But, where do we see most of this concentrated? I guess let's talk about Gauteng, because you've met industry leaders in Gauteng. Where have we seen some of these challenges?
Okay, let me start with the first question that you asked. When did the problem start? The problem has always been an issue. However, during COVID-19, when people were not able to access alcohol, that's when it really it rose to the highest. However, it didn't subside after COVID-19. Obviously people thought, this is another way that they could make income. So it is carrying on. So yes, as the Gauteng Liquor Board, together with the industry, we are working very hard at ensuring that we eradicate the problem. And there is a number of research also that we are undertaking currently to really find out where exactly this is happening the most and where is the manufacturing taking place and the selling. As you can imagine, because it is illicit, it becomes difficult to find out, particularly in terms of I'll call them factories for what it's worth, where the alcohol gets manufactured and where it gets to be sold, because obviously it is hidden. It's not supposed to be taking place.
Yeah, and I mean, this is incredibly dangerous. We hardly talk about the effects of, if I can call it also what fake alcohol. I think that's how everybody's describing it. Talk to us about the dangers of this. It certainly cannot be unspoken.
Yeah, the dangers literally I don't even know where to start, but they are quite huge. We're talking dangers in terms of health. Currently, I won't mention the name of the hospital, but we have a hospital that is spending on an annual basis since COVID-19 in excess of 12 million just addressing the dangers of illicit alcohol. Mind you, we know that alcohol generally is potentially harmful, particularly when you abuse it. Now, imagine then if you're going to be selling a product that hasn't been tested, a product that hasn't undergone the processes that it should have gone through. So it is a very serious problem. So literally, I'm also going to, while I have the opportunity, urge alcohol consumers to really be careful when they buy alcohol. There are things to look out for. Look at the bottle cap. Is it closed properly? Look at the labeling. If you suspect that something is not quite right, then chances are things are not right. Look at the color of the alcohol, the texture, etc., etc. Literally, as I say, it is a serious health matter. The government itself is now getting affected as well through the Department of Health.
And what actions are you taking in terms of campaigns and much more than that, I guess, to address this problem?
That is part of our research. We are going to resume with the campaigns in June, but we first want to ensure that whatever that we're going to be touching on is exactly what needs to be touched on. We are in discussion with various industry players. There is a number of academic institutions that we are liaising with. So yes, the campaigns are going to be taking place firstly with the liquor traders. We need the liquor traders to know and be able to identify illicit alcohol from illicit alcohol. We need the community at large to be able to identify. If you go into a wine store or anything like that, you need to know how to identify illicit from non-illicit. So yes, campaigns are going to be taking place. We will be communicating with via the news, via various social media platforms. We will be communicating where and how the campaigns will be taking place.
Cleo, thank you very much indeed. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for
Thank you, Zelda.
providing
Thank
that
you
for
for the
us.
opportunity.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
We're speaking to Cleo Bodibe-Lushaba, who is the Director of Client Relations Management at the Gauteng Liquor Board, joining us via video link.